Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary and our Night Elf Priest. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are here in the Shimmering Flats. We'll check out some general quests here at the Mirage Raceway, I think it's called. And I think if we have some time today, because I don't think there's going to be too many quests here, I would like to pick up the flight path in Gadget Zan, so that we have that. Gonna have some quests to take back to Ratchet, actually. One of which I had forgotten about, related to the Scythe of Elune quest. I think we'll be picking up another one here as well that takes us to the same guy on the docks. So let us get started. Let's pick up whatever quests we can. We'll see where they take us.
Here there. Hey, good.
With all the races they're running here, it's no surprise that a few mishaps happen along the way. If you look around the Shimmering Flats, then you'll see evidence of past crashes. Scraps of rocket car parts are littered everywhere. And those parts are worth money to the gnomes and goblins. They're always looking for more contraptions to slap onto their cars. So go out and get me parts. Bring me a heap and I'll pay you well.
Watch your back. Off with you.
I make it my job to get people what they need, and the gnomes over there need a parts order filled. Their parts were shipped to Ratchet a week ago, but I haven't been able to make the trip. So, are you ready for some legwork? Go to Ratchet and give this parts order to Wharfmaster Dizzywig. He'll probably be at the docks. Do this for me, and I'll have more jobs for you. Jobs, my friend, with serious profit potential.
Be good.
Yeah, we gotta speak to the Wharfmaster anyway for another quest.
Watch your back.
And then we have a quest. I guess this is kind of like a breadcrumb, but there's some silver attached to it. For Stranglethorn, we might as well do this. I have a package for an old customer of mine, a dwarf named Hemet Nessingwary. The package took weeks to arrive, and Hemet's long gone by now. He said he was going to Stranglethorn to hunt the beasts there, but he left me some money to send his delivery when I could. Hemet's a rich dwarf, and it's a good idea to keep up relations with the rich ones, yeah? So, you want to deliver the package for me? I heard Hemet has a camp in Stranglethorn, north of Gromgol.
Off with you.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I really prefer breadcrumb quests like this that have a real reason to go and check out, a new quest line or a new zone. That's not just, like, hey, I know this guy, go talk to him. Stuff like this really, it builds out the world just a tiny bit. The fact that Hemet Nessingwary was here at some point doing something. There's plenty of animals here, I suppose.
Peace, friend.
A bump in the road. After the big crash with the goblins' Red Thunder Racer and a basilisk, Kronkrider hired me on to take care of the track. I don't know what all the animals out on the flats are feeding on to grow so big, but we have to be careful to thin them out so they won't wander onto the track when a race is going on. Tell you what, if you can go out and make a little profit... Wait, let me read that again. Tell you what, if you want to go out and make a little profit, go out and remove the basilisks from the area. We have to kill a bunch of different kinds.
Ancestors.
That is fine, that'll do. I think we might need more than one episode for the Shimmering Flats with all that being said, I think. Although there's a couple of quests that are taking us elsewhere, so maybe not. I think I'll start roughly around where this long deceased animal lies. I can see a saltstone gazer right here. Let's get all of our buffs going though. And we'll start working on these basilisks while we locate the rocket parts. So I guess it's really just those 2 quests on the flats. We'll see how far we can get, and like I said, I would like to go to Gadget Zan and pick up the flight path. We have a little bit of extra time, we can check out the vendors there. There has to be a trade supplier, or at least something that we can check out. Always quite liked the Shimmering Flats. Such a weird zone. One that I feel like definitely gets forgotten about at times. Particularly because there isn't a flight path here, and it is a completely optional area to quest in for both Horde and Alliance. But especially at nighttime, this place is spooky at nighttime. Like, even during the day, you can see, I can barely see the mountains in the distance. Everything's kind of, gray. You can't really see, at certain points in the flats, especially closer to the Thousand Needles side, you can't see the Mirage Raceway from there. But at nighttime, it gets so much worse, as far as view distance. Which, in my opinion, is actually a good thing. It really adds to the vibe of this place. At nighttime, there are parts of the flats where you're standing and you can look in any direction and see nothing. Whereas in retail, that is no longer the case. With the view distances that you have nowadays, it doesn't matter if it's day or night. You can see every wall very clearly, and I don't know. It kind of takes the mystery out of it a little bit. It takes away from the atmosphere. We've got some tin over here. I'm surprised we're seeing tin instead of iron for this level range. I imagine there's a lot of ore regardless. I wonder if there are any herbs on the flats. And if so, what they would be. I can't really think of something that would grow out here. First, I thought that this casted spell that we're getting hit with by these particular basilisks was going to be a stun. It's usually what basilisks are known for. They're absurdly long, sometimes 10 to 15 second stuns. But it appears with these guys, they actually do a mana burn, which is a lot better for us because we don't really, we're not really that concerned with running out of mana. There we go, we've got some King's Blood. Middle of this wasteland somehow. Looks like we've got a little bit of competition with a Horde player for those rocket parts. It looks like he actually came from the north, so we might be looking at some dead bodies. Yeah, maybe we can get ahead of him a little bit in the other direction. Let's, well, you know what? No, we'll keep going north. I was gonna say, let's go to the south. But we might as well go to the southern end once we're ready to go to Gadget Zen. I mean, I suppose we're going to be looking to turn in the quests regardless, so we still have to return to the raceway anyway. I can see some parts out here though, so I think it's fine if we continue forward. I can actually see some of the rocket parts respawning as we move. Haven't seen too many basilisks though. Surprised we're not seeing more dots for basilisks kind of in the middle here where this crater is, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of basilisks within that little crater. I guess maybe they're just not the ones we need. The first basilisk that we've seen in a while. Basilisk is such a hard word to pronounce, at least for me. I have trouble with those S's sometimes. ton of them over here. This is where I think we'll get most of our 10 normal ones that we need. Alright, I think we need just one more basilisk. Got some scrap here that looks like it would be rocket parts, but actually isn't. Let's grab that last regular basilisk and we'll see what that does to the map. I'm sure there are some that are going to be that southern end that are a little bit higher level. Looks like some of the crystal hides are more in the middle of the map. So we might need to diverge a little bit from our current path in order to get them. Let's grab these rocket parts here, and then we'll do that. like there's a bunch that respawned behind us. Which is very nice. I think if we end up needing like a couple more, we could always just get them in the south. Might be able to get the rest of them right here though. I don't see any others. Alright, so we're gonna head straight for the center. I guess the majority of the crystal hides specifically are right around, I guess right in between the racetrack itself. And the gazers are going to be within the ruins to the south. Yeah, this is that little like excavation slash cratery kind of area that I was talking about. Poke my head in there real quick. Be interesting to know what actually happened here. I don't think we ever get Weasel's crater. I don't think we actually get an answer on that. There is a crystal hide in here, so maybe there are others. They look identical to the normal basilisks. They're just slightly bigger, I think. Might be the only difference. Got a bit of water here as well. It's the only water you're going to see around these parts. The crystal hides are done. Now we just need the gazers to the south and a couple more parts. That actually went by a lot faster than I thought. You'd think after all these years and all these characters of playing Classic that I would eventually figure out how long certain things take. But I feel like I've just made the mistake so many times in the past where I'm like, I'm gonna get, this, and this done today. And like, I don't even get remotely close. Like a quest I can think of off the top of my head that was like this for me was the Centaur Bracers quest for Horde in the Barrens. Those 15 bracers like take me an hour to get like every time, or like 40, 45, 50 minutes at least. But then you have other quests you know, like right now where it's like 30 rocket parts and I have to pick up each one individually, like that's going to take forever. But we haven't even hit the half-hour mark yet. Doesn't even include the time we spent, you know, picking up the quests and whatnot. And we have some competition, too. This druid, who looks like he's also looking for gazers right now. I'm surprised he's still down here doing the quest. Thought he'd be done by now. Pretty sure it's the same guy. We'll just grind on a couple things if, you know, we don't see any gazers. Besides this one that we're killing right now. Gonna need 4 more. Oh, there's one. Yeah, no, he's been killing crystal hides, so maybe he's here for another reason. Maybe these basilisks have a some decent loot, I guess, that they could drop potentially. One more gazer that we can pick up right here. And then we just need one more rocket part. And yeah, we're making fantastic time today. Let's get the rocket part. Don't see anything over here yet. I have to go to the other side of these ruins here. It would be cool to know some more backstory on these little huts and whatnot here. Clearly there were Tauren here at some point, inhabiting the area. Tahanda Ruins. Yeah. Very, very Tauren-y. I mean, there's like nothing left of it. It's like 2 buildings. Let's get back to the raceway and we'll turn these in. I don't know if we'll get follow-ups or not for these. Unfortunately, we're not going to hit level 38 today. I was kind of hoping we would. It doesn't look like it though. Unless we will go out of our way to grind, but I'm not in any rush to do that.
How are you? You good?
Whoa, look at all that. There's some good stuff in that heap of junk. I'm sure I can pawn it off for a hefty sum. And is that an ear I see squashed between those two sheets of metal? Ouch. I sure wouldn't want to be that pilot. Thanks, Alendria. Here's your pay. And here's some advice, free of charge. If you look hard enough, you can always find profit in someone else's tragedy. Damn. Wow.
Off with you.
Cravel Coalbeard does not care about you.
The winds guide you.
I hope you didn't kill any of the basilisks on the tracks themselves. It takes a long time for the carcasses to decay in the sun, and I'd rather not have to take a shovel out to clean up.
Go in peace.
Alright, I guess there's nothing else here. Huh. I wonder if there's more quests here in the Shimmering Flats that come from somewhere else, maybe a quest chain. I know at some point we'll get a quest at Mirage Raceway for Zul'Farrak, I think. But I imagine that won't show up on the map until we're like level 40 or so. And even then, we wouldn't complete it until our mid-40s, most likely. That's another fun dungeon, though. I wonder what drops there from casters. Zul'Farrak is a very, I feel like it's always been a very melee-heavy dungeon. First boss has a necklace that looks like it would be worse than what we're getting from Cathedral. Yeah, the big one is of course the two one-handed blue swords that mesh into the epic. Is it a two-hander? I think it turns into. The Witch Doctor most notably will have something for us. The gloves, I think in particular, will be a really nice upgrade. We already need an upgrade in the glove slot as it is. I don't know if this staff would be better than what we're shooting for with the mace from Inquisitor Highmane. Yeah, Shadow Priest has a really nice headpiece. That is for sure. Kazrilla has nothing, and the Chief also has nothing. Yeah, not a lot, but there's also a lot of quests that go into Zul'Farrak. There's certainly a chance that one of those could give us something a little bit more special. Alright, we're in Gadgetzan. We're going to want to pick up the flight path, which is going to be on the opposite end of town for Alliance. Or to get it right outside the front here. And we'll poke around for a minute. I really just want to find the trade supplier. Don't need the engineer. I know there's an alchemist here, I think, as well. Master Goblin Engineer. Well, I guess your Master Engineer is here, that's for sure. In the inn, maybe? Butcher. No, nothing here. Banker. That's right. Forgot there was a bank here. Surprised there isn't an auction house. Although I feel like that's what this room is supposed to be, or was supposed to be. Marin Nagenfogger, we'll talk to him at a later date. I'll talk to this guy to repair at the very least. grab the flight path in a second because I do want to fly up to Ratchet since we have the time. Let's keep looking around. Oh, we do have a tailoring supplier here.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
That is intriguing. Soul pouch. Yeah, that's probably not a recipe worth buying and trying to sell off. It's probably not very necessary.
I got the best deals anywhere. Have a good one.
Nothing from the local armor smith. Yeah, I guess it really just is the tailoring supplier then. It's interesting, and the alchemy supplier. Alright, well, we'll have to check back in with the tailoring supplier here and there. You never know when they can drop recipes that you don't have. Ooh, does Daenerys have 2 of these? What are they called? Ziggurats or whatever? It's interesting.
How are you?
Alright, let's take that flight to Ratchet. It looks like the flight path will actually take us straight there instead of some... You know, I was half expecting it to take us to Darnassus first and then back to Ratchet. Actually, no, I was expecting it to take us to Darnassus and then Theramore and then Ratchet. That's what I would not have been surprised if it made us do that. The flight pathing in Kalimdor for the Alliance is something else. Alright, so we're 3.5 bars away from 38. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hit that, but we've got a couple quests to turn in Ratchet with the Wharf Master. One of those is going to take us to Booty Bay. We'll see, what we can follow up with there. We should probably check and make sure we have the flight path for Booty Bay as well. I'm actually not sure if I've been there yet. Whether it was during an episode or like in between episodes. I don't know if I've ever picked up that flight path yet. And yeah, I'm really curious about this Scythe of Elune quest. I can't remember where I had left off with the Iron Man Paladin. I know we went as far as we could. But if there's a dungeon or, an elite tied to the end of that quest, I wouldn't have completed it. So we'll see where it goes. Passing through Theramore now. I did end up dropping the High Perch quest that we picked up here a little while ago. It's probably a while back at this point. Yeah, I think it was probably just not worth our time to go out of our way to take out the wyverns, collect the venom, I think it was, that we needed to do from Thousand Needles. And we have landed. Nothing new to pick up, of course. Guess we've leveled past the point where we get anything new from Ratchet.
Hey, how you doing? Keep it real.
Night Elf, eh? Must admit, we don't get much of your type out here. Looking for someone? Just give me a moment. I'm sure I have written in one of my ledgers. A lot of people travel through here, though, so just give me a moment.
Be good.
Yeah, we're looking for what is it? Valinda? Yeah, Valinda Starsong. Ah, yes, finally found it. Should have told me she passed through here that long ago. Let's see. Valinda booked passage to Booty Bay on the Black Osprey. I don't have anything here saying otherwise, so I assume it arrived in port safely. Not much more help I can be to you, but she asked about overland travel over on that side of the world, and I mentioned Ruzgot, a caravan driver based out of Booty Bay. Might be that this Valinda traveled with him. Move along now. I haven't all day for you.
Have a good one.
Alright, well, I gotta turn something else in, buddy.
Keep it real. Be good.
Oh yes, parts for Cravel. I'm glad you're here. These things have been sitting out here for days, and I was afraid they'd rust.
Have a good one.
Here's Cravel's package, Olindria, and when you deliver it, tell him if he wants more special orders, then you'll have to pay his tab.
Be good. Keep it real.
And we gotta send that all the way back to the flats. I guess we'll hold on to it, it's fine. Alright, we are gonna chill here and wait for the boat to come back. And we'll head into Booty Bay. There's gonna be a ton of quests in Booty Bay that we are not going to pick up yet. There's actually quite a few that are green to us though, so yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, some of them are even less of a level, at our level range than some of the stuff up north, so maybe we will end up picking some of these up. going to speak with the caravan guy first. Yeah.
Yo!
Yes. Now, it doesn't look to me like you're the sort with goods that need shipping. So either you're looking for a job with my caravan, and there's no jobs to be had now, or you're probably talking to the wrong goblin. So which one is it?
Glad I could help!
Turns out I was wrong about you, and that isn't something that happens every day. It just so happens that I remembered this Valinda you're looking for. Isn't every day that a night elf priestess that wants to travel with a dirty, old, but great for your shipping needs, caravan like my own. We split up on the way north. She was headed for Darkshire. The clerk there keeps all sorts of records. Might know something useful. Be careful in the jungle. It is a deadly place, even at the best of times.
Hurry back!
Alright, so we will speak with Clerk Daltrey once again. We'd have to head back to Darkshire anyway, if we wanted to do anything in northern Stranglethorn at least. Let's see if we can find some quests and navigate around this confusing area. Probably not going to find the green quest in this building. Or can we? Maybe upstairs?
Got the best deals
I
anywhere.
ran to a cloth vendor by accident. Some fake rings here. Nice.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, the quest, I guess, is grey to us by now. What is it for? 2 large river crocolisk skins. 1,000 experience is not enough for me to care about that quest, I don't think. Let's see if we can check on the others, though. We can find something else worth taking. Oh, we're close to the Flight Master, actually, right? Kind of accidentally, honestly. Yep, okay, we did in fact not pick it up, so it's good that we have that now. Let's go inside the bar. I'm sure there's something in here we can find. Did not realize that there's a rogue trainer here in the tavern. It's good to know for the future, I guess.
What's up?
Krajek has a couple things here.
Glad I could help.
I've gotten reports of a group of hunters that have set up camp upriver of the Adventure Company mining camp of Lake Nasferetti. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but improbably, I heard that Hammett Nessingwary was one of the hunters there. He's certainly well connected, if you catch my meaning, and you can never be too safe. Why don't you go check out the camp, Lindria? See what they're about. That's a free 16 silver, so I'll take it.
Hurry back!
Yes, I do have something you could do, actually. Lieutenant Doran and his followers up in the north need their regular supplies from us. They haven't been delivered, and with the trolls attacking, I'll need someone to do it. Doran's camp lies northwest of the road at the entrance to Stranglethorn from Duskwood. Give the supplies to Private Thorson. If he's not in the camp, then he'll be patrolling south of it. He'll take care of them. Mind you, if you fail, you'll owe me a restitution. You'll owe me restitution. Yeah, Private Thorson is tough to find,
Keep it real.
I think sometimes, but we'll pick it up.
Glad I could help.
Haunted Isle.
Hurry back!
That one we can leave alone for now, I think. We've got Blood Scalp related quests. I don't think we'll need that right away. I'd rather take care of the the jungle related stuff up north with the Curzon. Funny that we're speaking with Krasik right now, and of course we don't have the quest that takes us right to him. So we'll have to pick that up the next time we're up there, and then it will send us right back down to here. And that'll be fine. Alright. So what I would like to do from here is head over to Duskwood now.
Interest you on a pint?
Head over to Darkshire. Shouldn't be a super long flight. And maybe we can sneak in speaking with Clerk Daltrey at the very least. And seeing where the rest of that quest line goes with Valinda. And yeah, I think we'll probably head back to Stranglethorn, I guess. And maybe we'll take on the Curzon. We'll try to find Private Thorson. And we'll pick up the quest to speak with Krasik back at Booty Bay again. As we're getting closer to taking on the southern part of Stranglethorn. Then I'll have to check my logs from there. I'll have to see what we can do back at the Arathi Highlands. And I don't know, maybe we'll be ready to do some stuff in Dustwallow too. Alright. Back in Darkshire. Ugh, no better place in the game than Darkshire during Hollow's End. It's like, despite how dark and awful this place is for these people as far as the lore is concerned, they still have time to embrace its location during this time of year. I wonder what this place looks like during, like, Christmas time.
How are you?
With all the strange happenings of the last few years, I keep as good records of strangers as I can. Never know when it might come in handy, though it's usually not pleasant business when it does. Not to suggest anything about this Valinda you're looking for.
See you around.
No, I don't have any records of a Valinda star song staying in Darkshire. Though, if you don't mind me saying, I can hardly imagine a night elf priestess taking a room in the inn, if you get my meaning. These wolfmen you mentioned, though, that's something I've heard about. Just the other day, Calor came into town with a string of their heads. He works with the Caravan family, hunters of demons, undead, and other monstrosities. Speak with Jonathan. He's the head of the household.
Safe travels.
You know what? This is starting to ring a bell. I think Jonathan is going to have us kill a worgen named Gutspill. That sounds familiar. And I'm pretty sure we did do that on the Paladin, although I don't think we went further than that, so the quest might actually end there. The entire quest line in general, but we'll see. Maybe we'll start with that. Maybe we'll start here in Duskwood, and then maybe we can take on the Curzon later on in the episode on the Stranglethorn side. In the meantime, as always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more. It really helps me out a lot. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.